All right, so this is the third house that I just put an offer on to buy today. Yes, there is somebody living in the driveway. It is freaky as hell, and I got this dog right here. Man, he is looking at me. So I am in an area that is starting to, really build up. What we're gonna do in this video, I found one property that we really loved, and me and my contractor go there and we're gonna check it out. Major foundation issues, major roof issues, water leaks everywhere, crazy. Two of the neighbors show up and start giving us a bunch of crazy information. You're not gonna wanna miss it. Then I'll go to the second house. We can't even get into it. There's no keys. It's freaking boarded up. I put an offer and I locked that one up without even going inside. I might make the biggest mistake ever, but we'll see. And then this is the third one. I was leaving and I ended up getting a message about this third property. It's right down the street from the other two. This way we can close or do 3 flips within 5-10 minutes of each other. Anyways, it's the craziest day of my freaking life. This is the third house. I am putting an offer on this one right here. I might buy 3 houses in one day, and I've only done 1 flip in my life. So you could say things are getting pretty serious, and this one's got major foundation issues. The roof looks like hell. It's leaning in there about like this. We will come to this one last, and then at the end, I'll talk about all the offers we submit and how many houses we buy. So if you're ready for the craziest house flipping day ever, follow me, homies. All right, so I'm here at the first one of 2. I'm trying to buy 2, and the craziest part is this morning on Facebook, I found a third one that's right down the road that we might be able to check out, but this is the house right here. Now, there is one down the street. It's sold. It's more than a 6-month comp, but it's sold at $230,000, but it's a couple hundred square foot bigger. But here's the thing about this one is it's got this massive driveway right here. Somebody could eventually build a garage shop or something right there, but I'm just waiting for my contractor to show up, and then I'm gonna take you inside of this. But then we'll be able to hear from him exactly. He's been in this situation so many times where you've got a lot of rot around the edges. The roof looks like it's got some slant and some bow to it, but just see if this is something that is, we could salvage, or you got to scrape. Oh, there's my contractor right there. So I'm gonna get him mic'd up and we're gonna go in and check this baby out. All right, I'm gonna get you not only in that house, but 2 other ones. Well, I'll be honest right now, the second one we can't get into, but we try to break into it. But real quick, we're standing here and all of a sudden the neighbor starts pulling up and talking to us. So the only reason I want you guys to see this is because while you're out looking at properties or flipping, you can get more information from the neighbors than you can anybody else out there. So I just want you to hear about 30-45 seconds of the neighbor about, the situation. And I think this could help you guys too, to be able to find other properties in the neighborhood. So we're gonna listen to him, and then we're gonna go right into this house. And I love going into this house with my contractor. He's been through millions of these things. So you're gonna hear him see things and say things that just like instantly can help you when assessing a property to know exactly how much work you have ahead of you, and a lot of the things that you're never gonna notice if you haven't done it before. So let's head out and talk to this neighbor real quick. Yeah, there probably was a garage. I know there's like a big tool shed, but that would have to come down and put a
that's garbage.
Freshie in there.
Yeah.
So we'll go in. We can go in and
project.
Check it out. What's up, man? How are you?
What y'all do? Buy houses or what?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Buy mine.
Okay. Yeah. No, this one came up, and
I didn't figure they were gonna sell it. I thought it was hers.
Well, I don't think they're selling it. From all I know, my contact who I buy houses from just said they kind of just up and left. Apparently, it's vacant. Nobody's there.
Yeah, no, it's that lady.
Oh.
Owns all these lands right here.
She does?
That's her husband, or her son lives at the end. That was his son that lived here. The guy that lives in the big ass house at the end? Yeah. That's his son that lives here. They bought a house over in Mount Bellevue, in Cherry Point.
Yeah, I know exactly where that's at. That's a nice place.
Yeah, because he came by the other day and was talking. I can't believe they left their car.
Well, that's pretty interesting.
Yes,
Might be able to buy 3 or 4 more.
In the same block.
All right, so let's head her on in. What do you see right away with the rot around the edges?
Well, the foundation's sitting right on the dirt, so that was a garage right here.
Oh, you think so? Okay.
It's a bad addition. Yeah, from here over that way, you can see where they put the wood directly instead of pouring a little cement and raise it up.
So this is on a concrete.
Cement. Yeah, you see it? That is as well. They just messed up. It's just a bad.
Yeah, because that's just green board there.
Yeah, it's just a bad addition. That's all it is. Yeah,
so it's only 700 something square feet.
Yeah. You might have a little rot issues, but that's just because they never keep up with their yard.
So do you got to do re-siding on almost all of it?
On the whole house, yeah.
But that's not too...
Including the soffits, everything.
Yeah. Okay, so there's cost number 1.
Yeah, the roof obviously is an issue. And so there's
a lot of water damage.
There's carpet in here, but this house is going sideways.
Yep, it's leaning, you can feel it.
Yeah.
Number 1 thing you do is foundation. Yeah, you can actually feel it really big in the front over here in this corner. Got a hole in the floor. Does that go down to the concrete?
It does. So they've had a lot of water damage in here. Not that big of a deal, though. We can fix it.
No, and is this like right here? I mean, even if it's load bearing, it's not even a huge deal. It's a small little span, but just
we'll
pop
knock
this
that
thing
out.
open.
Oh yeah, knock that out, open and wide open. New kitchen, new layout. The whole sheetrock's gonna have to go in that.
Yeah.
In the ceiling. The kitchen's got worse damage than the living room does.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it's in.
Oh man, this floor is.
Yeah, but this is actually a good thing. You pull this whole thing out. They used to use 2x4s, as you can see here, to install wood floors directly to the asphalt, to the cement.
Oh, they did. They would just like glue 2x4s down.
Yeah, with tar, and all that'll come up, and we'll redo the flooring, obviously. But first, you got everything out, get it leveled, and then make it happen.
Yeah, and then you can see the studs and the bones.
Yes, yes. Once you get everything bare, then a lot of these. So this restroom, goodness, it's a beautiful one.
Oh boy.
Nice.
Yeah, they up and left.
Yes, they did. Definitely, they're decent sized rooms. Closets are already built in. They're beautiful buildings. Look.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll,
okay, so this was basically smaller house. It was a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, and then they converted the garage into a bedroom.
Yes, sir. That's what it was just a bad conversion overall.
Then you got I guess this is the second actual bedroom.
I think we have a roof leak.
With an electrical panel in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely got. But at least so this is only 780 square feet. So like a roof on that.
And I think that the whole house used to have paneling, and they started doing some of the sheetrock, and that's why you see it up here on the right.
Yeah.
Pop all the drywall off, and while
so
we're
basically
there,
you would take this whole thing down to the studs.
Yes.
And then
Level it.
Definitely level it. Roof.
Yeah.
What is that thing? Is that water coming in?
That's your gas line.
Why would they have gas coming into a bedroom?
They used to have space heaters before they put the AC.
My goodness.
Yeah, so that's 2 bedrooms, and this would be bedroom number 3, I'm imagining.
Yeah.
Bedroom number 3. This is, as soon as you walk in, you can tell they actually did. This is a subfloor, so yeah, this is not going to be
Okay, it's just going to be wood. It's not going to be
wood.
concrete.
It's cement under it.
I got
But
you.
they leveled it with a subfloor, which is not a bad idea, but they didn't do it properly in the front. They should have put cement across the front and then do your...
And then you used to drive in right here. You had the water heater in there.
Yeah, which the water heater and all this, we'll put in the attic.
Okay.
That'll give you a good closet space. Or washer and dryer.
Yeah, this is where they had the washer dryer.
Yeah.
Huh?
So this is normal on these older homes to have a one bath.
1 bath.
Yeah, almost every house in this area is only going to have 1 bath, unless they expand it. But obviously,
so it's just it's typical. It's what they do.
It is typical. It is, yes.
All right.
You can see the foundation also going that way, just looking at the sofa.
You do, and then it's just a lot of. But the good news is, again, we're just over 700 square feet, so this ain't 3,000 square foot. It's.
Good thing is you got good bones.
Rack attack, baby. You do have this like space right here.
That's what I was saying a minute ago. You can actually set up either the closet on this side or the washer dryer on this side and the closet on the other side.
Yeah.
And water heater goes away. So
water heater goes away.
Yep, you gain a lot of space. We can actually do a tankless, no space whatsoever. So
tankless.
And where's your attic access?
Right over here.
See in the attic real quick. I want to make sure it's not wood shingles.
Coming down.
Got you.
Oh yeah. No ladder to it, but
it's okay.
Full of creep. Hey, it's got HVAC.
Wood planks, so you're okay on that.
Okay.
Instead of wood shingles, we've got wood planks, so we're okay on that.
Yeah, it's like a 1x10 material. Okay. So what they do, wood planks?
That's typical here for older homes like that. You just can't nail by hand, and on the shingles you have to nail them with a nail gun, or else you're gonna have pop-ups everywhere.
Good to know.
Yeah. The wiring seems to be okay. It looks like it's all Roman. Yeah, you might get lucky on this one if you get it for the right price, Jackson. Obviously, you can see it needs a lot of foundation work. This is when you know for guaranteed when you walk in a house like this.
Yeah.
I mean,
I know it's funny. Yeah, like on our first foot, you never felt it, but man, the last few we've gone into, you can feel it. But it's like it's not uncommon. I'm learning. Like there's a lot of houses with foundation. In
Texas, the ground shifts quite a bit. Older homes like this never got any repairs done to them.
Yeah.
If you catch it on time, you can save a lot of money. But if you don't, you're having to redo everything, obviously.
So we can go look out back too, because
sure,
that's one of the bonuses is the space. I think it's actually one of the better selling points. You know, make the house nice. You know, like that one over there sold for $230 in 4 days. But having all this space here, I think people love this.
I agree. Nice fence.
I know. If you did a fence and kind of just blocked off all of what you see over around you.
You need to block the back as well because there's no fence back there.
Exactly. Here's the thing, too. Is like I'm noticing it's vacant and abandoned, but like there's a brand new lawnmower. Like nothing's getting stolen.
Yeah.
It's like at least somewhat of a nicer, quieter area, you know?
Yeah. I think everybody knows everybody here.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Yeah, I mean, you got BMX bikes in here and gas oven and range, nice motorcycle helmets, wakeboard. I don't know if it ups the value by like adding, scrape this and just frame up a nice shed.
Yeah, this will be gone.
Yeah, and then just frame up a new one and clean up the lawn, but.
I would probably frame one there, so when you drive up to it, you can just go straight to it.
Yeah, I wonder how much that would add to the value, you know, if it's like worth the cost of building it.
Yeah.
But I think if you did build it, it would get a lot more attention, that people wouldn't have to do that afterwards.
Looks like the guy used to do some laser cut, some plasma cutting.
Plasma, auction settle. Those are cool. Those are actually pretty cool.
Yeah, they are.
So what do you think?
What's the square footage on it?
780.
780 square feet?
That's what it says, yep.
No, it's a little bit more than that, Jackson.
Maybe they're just not counting the garage. It's
yeah.
Probably a tax assessed.
Yeah, I think this is more like.
Or nope. Sorry, the next one's 780. This one is 1092.
Yeah, that's
1,100 square feet.
Yeah, so about 1,100 square feet. So we're doing siding, windows, roof, and all the interior. So you're probably going to spend and leveling.
Right.
And possibly sewer lines after we level. You're probably going to be right around 85.
You think so?
Yes, sir.
Man. Yeah, that eats into it pretty heavy.
Yeah, because you're doing the whole roof. You're doing all the siding. You're doing all the windows. You're doing all your doors.
Yeah.
You're doing all the gutting on the inside completely. You're probably going to be redoing some water lines as well.
Yep.
And leveling the foundation. You're buying the skeleton is what you're buying.
And when you level that foundation, the biggest issues typically come, you break sewer pipes and water pipes?
Yeah, but I can see them, they're exposed out here, so we can cut them before we even start leveling, so that might save us on that.
Oh, that's a good.
Depending on how the rest of the house is laid out.
That's good to know.
Yeah,
Okay.
that looks like they added that for the washroom, actually. You see that?
Yep.
That's actually what looks like the dryer.
Oh, yeah, they did. There's a dryer vent there, and that's just.
Over the top.
But there is another one coming out the back. I wonder, I saw the HVAC. Was there an AC unit?
Should be on this opposite side. Yeah, that's where your sink. It looks like they had to replace our sewer line already.
Yeah, that's newer, huh?
That's where the sink. You can see they cut that out and did it themselves. The AC is fairly old. Upstairs though, it looks okay.
Yeah.
And obviously, this roof has seen better days.
Yeah, and that's obviously a bunch of water leaks inside.
Yeah. So
is that sewer block?
It's a clean out.
Clean out right there.
Yeah, just in case you get blockage.
Yeah.
Obviously, it needs some plumbing work done. Everything they did themselves.
Yeah.
So they definitely didn't hire.
But you think structurally, I mean,
yeah,
most likely good.
I think it's got good bones. It's a decent little layout. We can open up the living room, and it's definitely a good layout. It's just the biggest thing is, are they set on that price?
Yep.
Because you're buying the land and the bones. That's it. That's all you're buying here. What was the asking price on it?
89. And
89.
I'm putting like a max value. You know, we would shoot to try and hit it like a 190, 200, and maybe go. That one went 230, but it's 1,300 square. It's over 200 square foot bigger.
So what would you be offering on this one?
I don't know. Now that comes in, it's going to be
75.
I mean, let's say we could stretch it to 200,000, and you saying 80,000 rehab, huh?
Yes.
Equals 120. So yeah, if you get it at 75, you're still it's 35K, not including real estate fees, taxes, all that. It'd be more like a 20 to 30 grand, unless we could get considerably higher, which we might.
I don't think you're gonna go more than 220.
But the budget of. Hey, how you doing, sir?
All right. Y'all buy the house?
Now you can see there why having a contractor, if you're going to get into the house flipping game, is the most crucial aspect, because now you can go into these with an actual budget and the confidence of, yes, you could flip it or not, or this thing is a teardown. But second of all, another neighbor pulls up. So this other guy comes walking up. It's one of those tight-knit neighborhoods, and we get a little bit more information from him. I'm going to spare you guys. You guys don't have to listen to him, but basically he said the same thing, like, dude, is this house for sale? He just up and left. Oh, there's his parents down the road. There's his mom's house. There's his grandpa's house. His brother has that lot. So real quick, me and my contractor, like, we're going to buy this property, and then what we're going to do is we're going to leverage these neighbors' knowledge to go knocking on all these other distressed properties down there. They know everybody. So I think it's a great way that you could pick up more properties. But we talked to him, and then actually what we're going to do, we're just going to go over to house number 2. Now, real quick, before we get into house number 2, there was the other guy there. You can see him. This is a guy who comes in and purchases. You'll hear my wholesaler there talk about, yeah, he's kind of a different guy. He just comes every few months, ton of cash, buys houses. So that's the only thing that we're up against. If we're going up against a flipper, you know, a house flipper, they're gonna really negotiate that price down, I feel like. And so that's what me and my contractor were talking about. But this guy's kind of throwing a loop into things because, as my wholesaler says, he's like, he doesn't really care about price. He just wants to buy these things because, you know, he's looking at it as super long-term and a place to park his money. So we're gonna have to see how this all unfolds. In fact, you're gonna hear from me throwing in an offer on this house here in just a little bit, but let's go check out the second house and see if we can get into this damn thing. All right, so we showed up, house number 2. What you think, right? It's actually a nice little neighborhood, and I heard this one's not a flood zone as well, and it looks like it's on blocks. So right away, at least you'd be able to get under this one.
It is on blocks.
Yep.
First thing it's got to go is this tree.
I agree.
And this ramp.
Yep.
I think it's illegal to be this far out in the street anyway.
Okay, so this one, what is it? Is that just a garage they blocked off?
So is the front door.
Down to the...
Are we gonna be allowed to go in or no?
Yeah, that's what they said. So I got the keys right down there, he said. But we can't even get into the door.
Do you see the key?
That's where he said it was. Let me call him real quick.
Sure.
Well, they've boarded up the front door, so we can't even get in. I got to call this guy real quick. Yeah, they boarded up the garage and the front door. Good. Hey, we're here at that house, but they've got the garage boarded up and the front door.
The front doors too?
Yeah, man, it's got the same material as the garage. It's like that mesh wood, and it's just screwed. Like, we could probably pull it off there, but I don't know if we're...
There's no key, though.
Allowed to. And then that picture where you showed me where that... Oh, I just stepped on some glass. Where you showed me where that key is, I don't see it in there.
Shoot, hold on 1 second.
All right.
Let me call my guy real quick, and I'll get back to you.
Okay, yeah, call me and let me know.
So starting right off the top, there's a plus.
Ain't nobody been in the damn thing.
No, there's a big plus.
Big plus.
Let me show you.
Yeah, show me.
We've seen all the negatives already right away, but somebody just redid all their electrical.
Oh, yeah, they did.
And brand new air conditioning.
It's actually a pretty big sized lot back there, too. Okay, so newer electrical. Do you think that weatherhead, though, coming in, is that legit?
Yeah, it's a reducer.
Is it?
That's a reducer. It ain't that big of a deal. Let's step in here. Oh, this is a garage, and the ground is higher than the wood.
Yep.
That's what's causing that to rot out. We just
all
got to
new
check.
siding, soffit.
Yep, some new framing on this wall.
So new condenser, new meter.
New copper lines, everything.
What is that?
That's your
Breaker for?
That's the switch for the air conditioning.
Okay.
That's a quick disconnect.
Yep.
Quick disconnect. Normally when the AC guys are working on the AC, that's what they pull.
Okay, just a quick disconnect. Oh, I ain't gonna lie, this is a little different.
It's a good sized yard.
Shit. Look at this.
Look, they got a cat. That
Jungle,
comes with,
dude.
does that come with the house?
Was what come with the cat?
Does a cat come with the house?
Oh, I don't know. Oh yeah, there's a cat.
Look, there's a plus.
Let's-
Only the siding from here that way is pretty bad. This way it's decent. Some little pieces are rotten, but not so bad.
I'm afraid a snake's gonna get me back here. Yeah, you're right. That ain't too bad. Fresh paint, maybe a couple boards you replaced.
And it looks like somebody had leveled it recently from this point that way.
He's calling. All right. Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up? So is it just like that paneling?
Yes.
I'm looking. It's the paneling. Okay. It's not screwed to the door, is it?
It looks like it is screwed to the door.
To the frame.
To the frame. It's got some fresh wood screws in it.
I can pop that right off though.
Yeah, we can, pull it down, but there is no key either. Well, that picture you sent me, like that railing, it's right there, but I don't see a key in there. I'll have to look a little harder, but
This is what's holding the wall.
Okay.
let me look. Maybe it fell on the ground or something too, but yeah, the front door's got that. They like screwed it, it's a couple wood screws. Do you got a drill?
No, but that can be popped right off.
Yeah, we could tear it off, but okay. Yeah, call them and let us know. Well, that means I don't think anybody's been in there. I don't know, maybe it fell down here. So this whole garage thing, this is literally just an addition.
Yes. No, it's
It doesn't look the same, like it looks like it's pieced.
It's not an addition. It was original.
I think so.
Yeah, they did like a little remodel on it.
Dude,
but
these
for some
blocks
reason,
are all fresh. This thing might be great bones,
Yes, sir.
What in this little downtown area? You familiar? Is it a pretty nice little area? It seems
is.
pretty nice.
Baytown,
They're building
yeah.
a brand new house. Brand new houses right there.
It looks like most of them are being remodeled.
They are, and then they're building brand new construction right there.
Yeah, they're building and they're smaller homes. They're not very big at all.
Got this water meter busted off concrete right here.
It's actually, is that the water meter or sewer line?
It says water meter, and
Oh.
it's loose.
That's just the covering.
No key yet, but we got that wood paneling off the door. He's trying to get a hold of the seller.
How much are they asking for this one?
76? He said they already had a full cash offer at 75, which I don't know if they did or not, but 76. But this one looks a lot better than the other one where like it's already leveled. We got to get inside, but new AC, good electrical. Now you're just kind of inside.
Yep, agreed.
And this one, I believe, is 780 square feet or something like that.
They're asking for 76 because they got a brand new air conditioning, brand new electrical panel.
But I mean, it's cheaper than that last one we just went to. Although that last one, that's a quiet, clean neighborhood, man.
I think this one you could probably fix up for like 50. New fence, new the side of the garage needs to be fixed.
Yep, and reframe like structurally.
Yes, it needs framing on the garage. That exterior wall's falling over.
Yeah.
That whole exterior wall needs to be redone.
Hey, what's up, Josh? How you doing, man?
Good, man. What's up?
Nothing. I'm actually at this other property right now, but I was just going to call you about, an offer to get in on that. I don't know if your other guy was going to get into it or not, or.
Yeah, I'm still here. He's like I said, he's an interesting fella. He's kind of talking to his brother in Iran, and he's I don't know, man. He's got like $500,000 liquid, and he wants to buy a house, but I don't know what his plan is. He's still here, and now at this point, if I drive back to the office, I'll have to turn around and come right back for my other buyers coming at 12.
Cool.
So,
yep.
Yeah, I'm still here.
What do you personally think? Like, obviously, you guys are asking 90. It's a full like 80K rehab. I mean, could we get it in the 60s? You think?
No, I already have an offer higher than that.
Okay. What would be an offer like that? Maybe we could just close this thing up. Would like 75 work?
Oh, that's a hard one. I don't know, because I already have. That's what my other offer's at, is at 75, and then this guy's still here, and
okay.
he might buy this thing full price.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to. That's what I said. He's interesting because it's kind of hard to beat him because, like I said, he's not looking at numbers like
we are. Yeah.
Everybody else is. Yeah. So this one, just because which I don't know, he might not buy it, but my advice would just be put in your highest and best.
Okay.
If you can't go above 75, you can't go above 75, and I understand. Just put the offer in there.
Okay. Let me. I'm gonna make another call here, and then I'll just text you over our offer, and because we really want it, and we're looking at this one right here. It's 8 minutes away, so now our crews can be that close, but we also don't want to just get it and to make $5,000,
Yeah, for sure.
So we do feel like if we can really go above and beyond, we could sell it at that 200 or even maybe a little more, which would help out, but it's not guaranteed. So
yep. I believe you could, but yeah, I mean, it all depends what y'all have in the budget, how low you get it, of course. So I understand.
I know, because usually with some of those, at least you get like, okay, the roof's good, or the foundation. But now it's like it's 100% rip it to the studs. So that's the only tricky part with this one. And now you got to level that thing, which can jack stuff. So okay, let me make a call, and then I'll hit you up here in probably, I don't know, 5-10 minutes. All right, so we have submitted offer number 1 on that first property. As you can see, the neighbor comes out and he's looking at me like, what the hell are you doing? You've been out here forever. But the wholesaler who I got this property that we're at, the second house, he's calling me right now to try and get me into this house to get the key.
Okay.
Hey, I'm trying to get into this other house, and he's got the key for me. Give me 2 minutes, okay?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Hey, what's up, Michael?
Hello, hey, man. I still couldn't get a hold of the seller, so I mean, he's at work right now, so it's tough to get a hold of him. Y'all didn't have any luck finding the key, did you?
I didn't, man. I'm looking in that spot. So were you told me it was like right down there on the right of the railing, right?
Yeah, it should have been in there, that little opening there. It should have been sitting there.
Okay, yeah, I don't see it. So we were able to get that paneling off the front door easy. I mean, it was like 2 little screws, but.
Okay, maybe check on the ground, kind of around the steps and stuff there, and if you don't have any luck, I mean.
Okay.
How far do you guys live from the property?
I'm like an hour away, so I might just hang for a little bit. I'll keep looking for the key. I just need to see. Do you have more pictures of the inside?
I do. I do have some more.
Send me a load of those, and then have you had any other? You had that 75K offer, but do you think like if we just did 76, we could lock it up or what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't want to give you first dibs anyway. I've been in contact with you. Most of everyone. So,
perfect.
But yeah. I have probably 20 or 30 pictures. I'll send over to you. So I'm really sorry about that. The key should have been there. I don't know what happened.
Dude, it ain't your fault. It's all good. It doesn't bother me at all. I mean, stuff happens.
Yeah.
I mean, the seller could have came back and said, dude, I don't want my key sitting there and whatever. But
Well, he was the one that, I mean, we told him, they were like, let's get a lockbox for it, or whatever. He's like, no, just set it on the railing.
Set it on the railing. Let me ask you, did they have some work done here, and then do you know anything about it?
I really don't, honestly. My partner was the one that locked it up, and then I'm kind of just helping sell it. So, and my partner's in a meeting right now, so he gave me the seller's number. So
cool.
I haven't really been in contact with the seller too much, but I mean, I can figure that out for sure. That's something that I could have my partner ask him. So
all right.
If you want to figure that out. But
and do you think
let me send those.
And your partner, you guys you think 75 for it, or is there any wiggle room? Just because we haven't seen the inside, but it definitely needs some work.
I'll have to talk to him, kind of see where we're going to be at with that.
Okay.
I've had a ton of interest in it, obviously, but
yeah,
I mean, I'll give you a first shot at it, obviously. So
cool.
I don't want to get in the way of anything, but.
Yeah, and then we'll do that, talk to him, and I'll keep looking for the key. And then if you talk to your partner, like, just ask him what it would take to lock it up right now, you know, and move on. Yep. You know what I mean?
Yep. And then how quick could y'all close?
I use a hard money lender, so I mean probably 5 business days, something like. I mean, quick.
Oh, okay, sweet. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say we have closing set for the 24th. We don't have it sent to title yet. Do y'all have a title company that you prefer down here?
Yeah, we do. Yep.
We can just use your title company.
Yeah, and then if there's like liens and stuff, a bunch of extra liens on it, is that something obviously we can?
Oh yeah.
Drop out.
From what the seller says, there's nothing. I mean, he works construction, so I mean, he's a pretty honest, good dude. So
all right.
He says there's nothing concerning him. So
okay.
But yeah, let me send those pictures over to you, and then talk to my partner, and then if you want to shoot me over what title company y'all want to use, that'd be great.
Yep, I'll do that. Definitely when I get home, you know, a little later this afternoon, I'll get it all connected.
Sweet. Okay, sounds good. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, dude, thank you so much. I think, you know, something like this, seeing all the foundation, nothing really inside ever scares me. It's more of the foundations and all that stuff, but I mean, all the blocks, and my contractor seems to really like it, so I might just lock this shit up. I kind of feel, again, I've said this before, like a badass. It's all new, fresh. You know, a lot of people, it's tough to get over that hump. But now, you know, I think obviously having the contractor, that's the number one thing you guys need to find, is that rock star contractor who can do everything, has the, you know, and as you see, we're forming a relationship so tight, we want to split some of these things. So now he's got a vested interest into it, you know, to get these done as well. But I just see, you know, two small, not $100,000 profits, but if we want to do 2-3 a month, we can't think like that. We got to start, you know, thinking a little bit lower on the profit. But as you see, we've been talking to neighbors all day. So I think we'll be able to start scooping up our own properties. But all right, so I'm still trying to get in. I'm going to submit another offer on this property, the second one, but what I want to do is I want to talk to Hard Money. That's my new nickname I gave him, Hard Money, and I just want to give him these addresses and have him run basically the cost. So this is another thing you guys can do. Again, I've mentioned it in here. I've got the calculator, flip calculator. It's in the pinned comment in the description. You can use that, but you know, if you have a Hard Money lender, or if you want to use Hard Money Joe, you know, or the team, right now we can actually come up with a sheet. So it's going to tell you your estimated, you know, closing costs, and then you got to come up with good comps. That's the way that you can really calculate these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to him, and you're going to hear me, hey, I'm going to send over these addresses, and that way we can actually start, he can be working on that right now to tell me closing costs to, you know, and I can throw a good offer in there. And here's one note, you're gonna hear this from wholesalers a lot. Some do it, some don't. Hey, you need to send me proof of funds before I show this property. In fact, the third one that I go to, he wants proof of funds. And so when I first started, that really, it really, you know, caught me off guard. I didn't know if I needed to show bank statements or something. And so I've learned that if you're using a hard money lender, you can just go, all right, no problem. I'll get with my hard money lender, and he can just send over that proof. And they're like, okay, perfect, that works. So this one, I wanna make sure that I'm getting all the information over to my hard money lender so that I can make the best offer. But also, if you need proof of funds, you know, you can get that real quick too. So you're gonna hear me when we come back talk about, you know, I'm gonna offer on these, but I found a third one. And here in just a second, that freaking guy calls me on the phone, and I find out that this property is 5 minutes away, so we'll go check out that third one as well. I'm gonna call Hard Money and just run the numbers by him so that I can see how much we'd have to go down on both of these so that I can have an understanding of it. And this is important, you guys need to hear this. Like, if you're not gonna get that perfect 70% loan to value with budget, or 75, obviously the calculator works, but what if we can bump that ARV up a little bit, right? Which is the after resale value, and maybe that can help offset the cost. So, and then I'll just try and get into this house. We'll see. If not, I might just buy it.
Have you seen bye? Bye. Okay, can you change? Yeah, now we'll change. Hey, man.
Sorry, dude. Yeah, they can't find the key for this house, so I'm standing in front of it.
Oh, dang.
But it's a pretty good deal. The other one needs all that work. So I think, honestly, I think we could bump that ARV up, dude, a little. You know, I think just we could sell it a little higher than that one, you know, 200.
This is the one.
The one off of Bellevue.
I can't remember what I put the ARV at.
I think you had it at 200, but dude, it's a quiet neighborhood. Doesn't flood. All the neighbors came out. It's very quiet. So, dude, this house, they left everything in it, and nothing's been stolen. It hasn't been raided. There's brand new lawnmowers, you name it. And all the neighbors came out, and their houses are super clean, and they know everybody, talk to everybody. They said during Harvey, the ditch had 6 inches of water in it, and that other one sold in 4 days. So it's and it's right next to the high school, like in this private little area. So
yeah, I think we only had that one comp to go off of.
Exactly, right? And it's,
but
it's 200 square foot bigger.
Yeah.
The other one.
Cool. Yeah, I think we're just basing it off of what potentially the appraiser will come back at.
And that's kind of where we're like, okay, that's what we'll base, you know, some of the numbers. But I think in reality, we'll be able to sell it pretty quick.
Yeah.
And dude, it's got this ginormous driveway for a shop, and so I think we might build a little garage or something there to, you know, just frame something up, fence it off, and I think people are going to be begging for that one. So at the end of the day, I was talking to him, and he said he has one offer at 75. They're asking 90, and I'm like, how could I lock it? You know, maybe 76, but we might have to go like 80 on it. An $80,000 reno, that puts us at 160. You know, sell it at 200. So there's not a lot of room. So I guess I'd need to know about how much we'd have to come out of pocket on something like that.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I mean, 70, 80 is kind of where you want to be, right?
Yeah, but the reno's going to be probably like 75, 80 grand instead of 55 or whatever.
Oh, you think so?
Just because it. Yep, we gotta scrape it down to the studs, fix the. But we really want it. The main reason is when you get into that neighborhood, you're like, okay, I get it. I know why that other one sold so fast. Like it is.
And sometimes it just takes going there to get that feeling, right?
Yeah, and
because
I mean,
everyone's so hung up on comps and numbers, but at the end of the day, that only is it's relative to the buyer.
And that lot is massive, dude. It's huge. You could put a full shop there. You could fit, I mean, an RV, a boat, 10 trucks, and I think that'll be very appealing for those people there, you know?
Yeah, it's crazy. Under 200K, 200 or right around that mark. So
yeah, so if we could sell it over 200, we're just winning there. But, you know, that way it gets us into that, you know, 40 grand flip. And then if we can sell it above everything, you know, get a crazy flyer, a cash flyer at 220, you know, now you're at 60.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Yeah, go for it. So I was just trying to. So he said they had an offer at 75.
I don't want to lose it. He does have an investor there who buys not for flips, but like he's from Iran and he just buys cash. So he goes, I don't know. He's different. He may just walk away, or he might offer. He would buy it maybe full price, but he's like, I have no idea, dude. So I'm like, let me know. So 75 is where they're at. We could just offer that, or I could try and just go like, okay, we'll go 79 if you can lock it up right now or something, you know?
Yeah, I would just have a call with them and say, look, we want it. I think 90 is too high. I think the work is closer to 80. We're seeing about 200K in ARV. We'll be at like 78, 79.
Yep.
We'll sign today.
Cool.
You know,
cool. And then the other one I sent you off Hennecut or whatever it is.
I can't remember that one.
Okay, it's in Baytown. It's
one of them that was huge, but I don't think that was Baytown.
Nope, that was huge. Baytown. This one's like 780 square feet.
Oh yeah. And they had that cute little comp.
Yeah, dude. And this thing, they already leveled it. It's got brand new blocks underneath it, brand new electrical panel. I can't get the key to get inside, but the siding's good, the roof's good. So the inside I don't really care about, and they only want 76 for it. And I said, if I offered you that right now, would you lock it up? He's like, yeah, I think we'd lock it up right now.
Okay.
He goes, I got a bunch of other interest in it, but he goes, I've been talking to you the most. And he's young, and he's like, I want to get into YouTube. I love what you're doing, so I really want to get it to you. And I'm like, there you go.
Yeah, sweet. Awesome, man.
So I guess
how much work do you think it needs?
We can't get inside, but I think this one would be less, like 50 something, 55, because we will have to fix the side of the garage, but I think roof's good, foundation looks good, it's got brand new blocks, and if I can get inside, I'll know more, but I think it's going to be more like 55, 60. You know, let's just put it at 60 or something.
Yeah. How far is that from the other one?
7 minutes, so that's why we want it too, because now you can double up.
Yeah, sure. Sweet.
So if you have those addresses, just write me up, you know, how much the closing cost total would be. That way I can prepare for that.
So
and then,
it's, let me write these down. Hold on.
Yep. Okay, I'll text them over to you right now.
Okay, perfect.
And then I'll try and offer on these. I found a third one over here too. I'm trying to get a hold of that guy.
You were just kind of driving past and trying to get.
No, it was on Facebook this morning.
Oh dang!
Right in this area.
All the Baytowns for sale, huh?
Yep. And I mean, that's kind of what I'm thinking is if you can keep the contract crew within a couple miles of each other, like you can really bang these things out.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're building new houses right down the road. I'm looking at it, framing them up, so it's cleaning up.
I've always liked Baytown. A lot of people don't. I've always liked it. Good rentals.
Yeah.
Rents are generally pretty strong because there's so much industry there. And it's not as high priced as like a Pasadena now, right? Pasadena used to be like LaPorte used to be an old Baytown where you can still get houses for 170, 180. In Pasadena, those houses now are 250, 260.
I haven't been inside, but I got some pictures. I mean, this thing you could probably almost rent out. It's 76 grand.
Yeah.
And
that one sounds like a deal for sure.
But right now I just want to build the funds up, and then start buying these houses to rent out.
Yeah, sure.
So, okay, cool. Well, I'll text you over those addresses right now. All right, so I'll send them the addresses, see how much down. I just got a bunch of pictures. The place looks freaking nice. Like, I can't believe they're selling it for 76 if it looks like this. I almost don't even think you'd have to do any work. This might be a screaming deal. Well, this wholesaler I talked to, he's in like Kansas City, Missouri. So a friend of theirs got this deal, and so they're wholesaling it. So they don't really know they're just kind of looking to make that quick, profit. So I don't think they're not pricing it as aggressive, so it could really win out. This one actually might turn into a rental. So anyways, I will get those, and I'm gonna try and find the key, and then I'll try and get this third one. But you guys are seeing it there. It's being active, and all of this is doable because guess what I did? These are all just wholesalers. So you're not gonna get the best deals than getting it yourself, but I don't have to cold call all day or prospect or spend a bunch of money or time doing that. And you run across, some of these pretty good properties where you can make, a good deal. And I'm running into contractors at some of the other properties like you've seen on these videos. So the one thing I asked you guys, I'm being very this takes a lot of time and effort on my part to document this whole thing. If you guys would, hit that like button. Make sure you guys are commenting down below. That's what helps this channel grow. And it's going to be a resource for all of us newbie, flippers and investors to learn from. So I'm doing all the hard stuff, learning to teach you guys. So I really appreciate those likes. So I told you there's a third one to look at. They're calling me right now. I was going to pull in the McDonald's and go to the bathroom and get a coffee. Hard work flipping. Nothing, dude. Just left the second property today. Would like to see what's up with yours? Do you have info on it?
Yeah, so the property on the, that one's the Crosby one you're trying to go take a look at, correct?
I thought it was Baytown.
Baytown? Okay, let me see. I do have a Baytown one.
Yeah, you just posted it on Facebook or yesterday, I think.
Yeah, okay, so that one is the pink one, right? The pink one, the 2-1?
I think so.
Yeah, that one is 4 Baytown, Texas.
Okay, hold on. 4-1. How do you spell it last? Was it Rake? Riggs.
Riggs, correct. Let me see.
Yeah, I'm right by it.
To your Facebook, but let me read it to you. It's Riggs Street, Baytown, Texas. It's a 2-1, asking $69.9 our best offer.
Okay.
I think our option ends at the end of the day on this one too.
Okay.
This would be a wholesale transaction. If you want, what time would you go by there today?
Probably in like 15 minutes. I'm buying 2 of them. I'm putting offers in, and okay. I wouldn't mind doing a third if it works out. So I'll go there in like 15 minutes. I use hard money, so if I need to connect you with my hard money lender for proof of funds, I can.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I would need that before, but since we're kind of short on time,
how
about this? I'll just let you go there, take a look at it.
Okay.
But if you're going to put in an offer, I'll need that proof of that letter of approval from the lender.
Perfect.
Just so I can submit the offer with the letter, correct?
Okay.
So let me see what the lockbox code is on there.
Okay.
And then I'll text. Is this a good number to text you out?
This is my number. Text it to me, and then I'll head over there here in 10 minutes or so.
Sounds good. Give me a few minutes and I'll have it over.
Thank you so much. If I'm brand new and doing this, imagine, in 6 months to a year, and then you start flipping some of these and you put the signs in the yard, you're going to start getting more and more of these deals coming. But, now, it's understanding areas. And then now this one's right next to these other ones. So you could get 3 of them going that are really close to each other. They're all a lot lower, entry level prices. So anyways, I'm going to go to McDonald's, go to the bathroom real quick, get a coffee, and then I'm going to go check out this third house of the day, and let's buy it too. All right, so I don't know if I'm just crazy, stupid, or if this is what investing is all about, but there's a trailer in the driveway and a truck, and this is the house. He said you just go through the slider, so I'm a little terrified. So you got some opportunity across the street. I think I'm just gonna go for it. I don't know, it looks like maybe there's somebody living in this trailer, but right away, yeah, I'm a little bit frightened. I wish I was with my contractor. Not like I'm a chicken shit, but it's nice to have at least somebody. You go missing, at least somebody's in there. But we're gonna go check it out. Right away, it's got like new siding, which is pretty decent. That would be a huge cost, but the roof definitely needs to be replaced. Looks like it's super wavy too, so I don't know. We'll have to take a peek at it. Here's the crazy part too. He said he was gonna give me a combo for the door, and then he's like, nah, the slider's open. So there is no combo. Apparently I gotta go find a slider door. It's a little eerie, homies. All right. We're walking back here. I don't know. Definitely seems like there's somebody living in that trailer too. I don't know what slider they're talking about. There ain't no damn slider. Probably gonna get shot over here walking in the yard. I'm gonna call this dude. Hey, what's up, Keith?
What's up, buddy?
So there's no slider. I see a pink house here. There's definitely somebody living here, like in that trailer in the driveway, but I went around back, there's no slider. And if there's like an addition, there's no door back there. There's only a door in the front.
There's no sliding door?
Not that I see. It's 418 Riggs, right? A pink house?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm pretty sure. There's a front door and there's a side door. There's a camper here. There's a guy definitely living in it.
Is there's someone living in it right now?
I'm pretty sure, dude, because they're like, it's a little eerie because there's a truck that's definitely in use in the driveway, and then there's a trailer that's pretty nice.
Yeah, the white trailer?
White trailer, and it's hooked up to the sewer.
Okay.
So they're definitely living here, and I think they're here right now. So I'm kind of walking around the property, and there's a front door, and there's a side door, and then on the back there's like an addition type thing, but there's no entrance to the back.
Does is that side door, is that open?
I don't know. I didn't like.
So we have
eerie.
the property under contract.
Okay,
yeah, we
cool.
have the property under contract. Yeah. So don't worry about that.
All right.
You know, you got permission from me. You know, no one's living in the house. In a sense, like,
Yep.
should be completely vacant still.
All right, I will check some doors. You know what I mean. It's a little eerie
Yeah,
when.
for sure. Thank you for just double checking. But you're good to go. Yeah, there's nothing fishy going on.
Okay, and you guys got it under contract, but it's closing. Your option period closes today.
At the end of the day or tomorrow.
Okay.
I'll double check though. I know we don't have a lot of time on it.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah.
All right. Well, the front door is definitely locked. Yeah, side door's up. Hello, coming in? Yeah, side door is definitely open. Okay, I'm gonna check it out real quick.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. My heart's pounding. This is definitely a little addition here. It's super short. I mean, I'm 6'3", but it's like about to hit my head. So here's the original part of the house. This is a 2-1. You can feel it's definitely needs foundation. I'm like leaning, but little kitchen. I guess this is your dining room. Here's your living room. Oh, this thing is leaning. You can see, I don't know if you can see the door. It's probably hard to see. Totally leaning down. I feel like I'm walking sideways. This is one I would definitely want the contractor to see how much, but you got electrical panel here. You got shotgun shells down there. That's good. The floor is super lumpy. Damn, look at those shoes. Some feelers. Looks like they had a door right there they patched in. And so yeah, it's just 2 really small rooms. Man, I don't know about how much you could really spice this thing up. That needs a lot of work. So living room, that's your little teeny dining room. This thing's just tiny, tiny. And I don't believe it's got like any AC or anything. Kitchen, and then this like addition thing off the back. And then, I don't know what this does. Oh, that's your bathroom. So got a bathroom with a shower in here. It's just one bathroom. Definitely foundation is leaning. All right, I think I got enough info. What I'm gonna do too is I'm gonna just shoot a quick cell phone video to send it to my contractor. Wanted to see if he would answer me, but man, this one's almost just too small. Like there's not much you could really do with it to flip it, you know, to get peak value. So I'm not feeling it too much. I mean, when I'm walking, it's like, dude, it pulls you downhill. That's how much this thing is leaning. I still might offer on, you know, because you could probably super lowball this thing, you know, and do something with it. Maybe just rent it out, cash flow it. But right now, there's not much else you could do with it. And that's where I wish my contractor's here, because he could say it. But man, ladybugs. All right, let's get out of here. All right, so still shaking a little bit from that one. That is just like, it's a little different, you know, going to some of these properties, especially solo. But here's what happens next. My contractor, he couldn't make it there. So, you know, when you're dealing with these super distressed homes like that, even though it looks good on the outside, and this wholesaler told me that this house just needs a little bit of lipstick on the pig. Dude, the thing's leaning like a foot from front to back. It really needs to be leveled. So my contractor ends up calling me, and I FaceTime him, and then I'm gonna walk him through it really quick, and you'll get to hear exactly how you can level this thing and what would happen, and his confidence in it. So I'm kind of in this thing like, dude, this is tiny, this is no good. To him, like, dude, I know that area, I know what we can do, I know how to level it. Hey, is it on blocks? I'm like, I don't know. He's all, check here. Crazy, right? So we'll go check that out, and then we're gonna talk about all the offers that we're submitting, and you're gonna hear from him. He wants all these things. So let's head back out there with the contractor. Oh wait, it might be on blocks. Hold on.
That's what I'm gonna say. Do me a favor. Go walk over there real quick and see if it's on blocks.
You know what? Like, I don't know if you could see that, but you can see under the house kind of. So it might be on blocks. I can't get on this side because the fence is like 6 inches away. I might be able to go around. Okay, yeah, there's some siding pulled away over there. I might be able to see it. And this looks like a new concrete patio thing they poured right here, so it makes the window look really squatty and short, but let me go around. This side you can't really tell. Oh yeah, it is. You can see under there. Okay, so yeah, it definitely looks like, yep, I can see dirt under there. So there's a block right there on the corner, and then past it is dirt.
Look at your houses around you. Are they all on blocks?
Yes.
Yeah, it's on blocks.
Oh, okay, yeah, see, this one's on cinder blocks right there.
Yeah, so those, you gotta remember, if they're sagging the way they are, you're probably gonna be replacing a bunch of joints and all the floor.
Okay, so now you gotta jack this thing up, put fresh blocks under it, and then,
Yep,
and replace all the floorboards.
yep, and plywood and everything, and your flooring. Which is not a big deal because it's not that big of a house, but it still costs.
So that's one thing that I'm learning is that, especially in Houston, Texas, a lot of these properties are going to have foundation issues. It's just normal. And to me, it seems like the biggest deal in the world. But to these guys, you know, it's like, no, it's just something we got to do. But if it's going to be on blocks, then a lot of times, like a property like this, what I'm learning is that you're going to have, you know, 2x10 floor joists in there, right? So those floor joists are typically going to be rotten. You're going to have to replace those. So you jack the side, this whole house up, you put it on blocks, and then you got to, you know, brace it. And then you got to start replacing all of the floor joists in there. And that's what he's talking about. So not only the plywood, but like go underneath and look and see if all those boards, the floor joists are rotten. So that's what he's saying, but he's like, hey, no big deal. We can do this, but we just got to replace it. You know, we need to make sure we get it at a good deal. So then we're going to go, you know, out front, and I'm going to start talking to him about what we want to do with offers and all that. So now we're starting to get down to crunch time. I've been out for hours, and you know, it's time to really submit some offers and not lose any of these, or at least make sure that we can get one or two of these to get started. So we'll go back out, and now you're going to hear us negotiate and go in with what we actually want to pay for any of these properties. But I'm looking at a bunch of nice ones, but I'm looking at a half dozen that are abandoned too, so we can clean those up too, man.
This is good news, Jackson. Let me know.
Okay, let me text you this address, but yeah, it's a nice, cute little area, and I'll try and get this one too, see what their bottom dollar is.
Let me know, brother.
Okay, sounds good. I'll talk to you soon. Just buying them all. Well, I'm kind of glad he said that. I really was interested in that first one. Tough to go in that high, but like, screw it. You know, I made money on the first flip, so I got a little extra, you know, because hard money, they only loan up to 70%, but now that we're splitting it too with, you know, my contractor, it's some money out of pocket. I'm gonna just tell him we want it. Okay, I talked to my contractor. We really want it. We really like that area. Can we go 85,500 question mark? I don't know. Again, everybody's like, stick to your numbers, stick to your numbers, stick to your guns. Maybe it comes back to bite you in the butt, but at the same time, I think there's a good profit margin there. And talking with it, like if those neighbors didn't come out, I probably wouldn't be saying, but like the neighbor across the street's like, yeah, I just got appraised at 300. And it's pretty nice, but these guys are not doing the level of what we're gonna do to this house. And then I'm telling you right now, you know, in that area for these people to be able to park their trucks on the side, to have that much space, you know, and if we build a nice gate, that's gonna be different than those other properties, because the other ones didn't have the space. They were parking their RVs out front by the road, which you don't like. You can take all that or your work trucks and put it in the back behind your house and we'll build a nice fence. I just think it's more appealing to a lot more people. And then it gets us into that neighborhood where there's a lot of abandoned house, like that old lady and the dad or whatever. So maybe we can create a relationship with them and get into those houses. So this one here, he wants it too. He loves this area. So I will try and make a call and we'll offer on this one. But I definitely think we're getting the second one. The first one, now I just put in a higher offer than that last guy. So maybe we can lock it up and then we'll see what we can do on this one. So I did ask him, and let me show you what he said. So right here you can see I asked him, what's he offering? He's at 85K. Okay, I talked to my contractor. We really like it, and we can go 85.5. And then from there, that's when he actually calls me, you know, and you'll just have to hear what he said. So the only reason I'm showing all this and talking about it is because this is what you're going to be going through. And I'm starting to learn, you know, a lot of times with these wholesalers, you're not going to be able to negotiate like really, really low off their number. They have their number set. They may be able to wiggle it a little bit, especially if there's not a lot of interest. But if there is a high amount of interest, which this one has, you know, you can't come in on the 60s, 70s. Like, you got to be really close to that asking. It's a numbers game. So if you're doing a lot of these, it's easier. But if you're trying to just do one and get the home run, maximum value, make 80 to 100K, it's really tough. So now you can see how I'm asking him, talking, and I'm actually getting some insight from him, being cool with him, but you'll be interested to hear what he says back. All right, that wholesaler that I just offered 85.5 is calling me.
Hey, bud.
Hey, what's up, dude? Sorry to keep going back and forth, but
It's no problem. I'm just going to be completely honest with you. Acquisition, just because I've already been back and forth with them with this guy, which we typically don't do this because we don't like to start bidding wars.
I know.
you know, he's like, he doesn't understand how we operate. His culture is different, and he thinks I'm yanking his chain, and he's at 80. And I was like, dude, we don't have much room on this deal at all.
Yeah.
And it's a come first serve at 89,000. He's like, well, tell acquisition's 80. So I was like, just to show him that I was being truthful with him, told him 80. Then he's at 83. Now he's at 85, and he keeps trying to get me to lock this deal up. Acquisition just told me straight up, we're not locking it up unless somebody's at asking or until we get all of our buyers in today. Because I got 2 more guys that are mine that are coming out today, and then there's 2 other agents in the office. They each have buyers that are coming out here today. So there's still 4 more people that are supposed to show up today. And acquisitions isn't going to let me lock it up unless we're asking.
Cool. So as you can see, this property got a lot more, you know, interest than, you know, maybe they thought. There was nobody there when we first got there. It was kind of empty. And then the first guy showed up, and now there's 4 more. So you don't know exactly, like, okay, are they just trying to get you up to asking? Is this their negotiation tactic, or is it not? Like, hey, they got a ton of interest on this. They're not budging on it. They know they can sell it for $89,900. That's the games that you have to play. And I think the more and more you do this, the more you start learning that. So there is a plot twist here in a little bit. I will be honest though, that property, the first one that we were excited about, the one that we're talking about right now, it did sell. If it sold at full price. So he texted me and he said, you know, Bellevue just sold. And I said, you know what? Congratulations. It's a heck of a property. Good job. The numbers just didn't work out for us. I don't want to be anything other than that, because he's going to remember that. And he was pretty cool. He's like, dude, thank you for that. Yeah, man. Let's find you another one. So look, you're going to win some, lose some, but you got to, you know, somewhat stick to your numbers. We were okay to go up a little bit on that, but so we lost it. But the second one that we couldn't get into, we locked that bad boy up. So it does feel amazing. So that's technically, and we're not closed yet, so anything can happen, but that would be my second flip. And as you can see the progression, if you guys have been following me on this channel, I went from literally wet behind the ears, posting the most random things to Facebook to try and find hard money lender, not knowing anything about flipping, to now trying to buy 3 properties in one day. So you can see when you just get your foot in the door, how much you can learn, how fast, instead of sitting back, reading books, listening to podcasts. You got to get out there and do it. So we offered on that second one, and we got that thing. We got that contract, and we're moving on it. The third one, I have been hitting that guy up on Messenger, and he will not get back to me. So as of right now, we don't have it yet. I'm trying to get a hold of him. We're trying to buy it. But as I'm doing that, do you guys remember the flip we did with, you know, the Crosby house that we went and toured? It was the one with the big foundation issues. And that was the one where they said they could not go below, I believe it was 169 or 168,000. Well, he just came back and said, hey, would 150,000 work? So boom, 20K off. It's only been 3 or 4 days. So I'm trying to get the keys to go out and look at that one today. Now that the pipeline's going, right? This is the crazy part. I'm talking to people every day, making relationships with all these wholesalers, just putting fishing lines out there everywhere. And now I can start to see the dominoes falling. I'm starting to see more and more deals, and I'm gaining more and more confidence of certain areas that I want to be into. So you know me, I'll be documenting every ounce of this being raw, authentic, and brand new. I am putting myself out there as a newbie to teach you guys how to house flip, how to grow a real estate investment business from the ground up. So if I were you guys, I would be subscribing if you want to see more of this content. But this video right here is still my personal favorite. This is day one, homies. Finding a property, figuring out hard money, buying it within 2 hours. The very first video. If you want to get going, if you're stuck in the mud, watch this video right here.